Okay, hi everyone, happy Friday, and I hope you're all well. Lee and Ryan here from Assets for Life, and wanted to get this live video feed out to you all. I'm currently sitting on a beach in Marbella, just towards Estepona, and it's been a fantastic day here with my partner Holly, and you can see we've got the beach here now. And the sun is just going down behind me. Look at that, wow. And then we've got the beach here, we've got the sea. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. And I'm just sitting on the beach here, and I started to think about, one, how lucky I am to be in this position and to have built a multi-million-pound property business over the last couple of years with my amazing business partner Jay Munoz. And I was sitting here just thinking, you know, how is this being possible, and feeling very grateful and humble and very privileged to be in this position. And I wanted to get this message out to you all to talk about raising joint venture finance. Now maybe you've heard of this expression before, or maybe you haven't, but a lot of what we do at Assets for Life is we build an asset-backed business using none of our own money. Yeah, that's right, none of our own money. So if you're in a position at the moment where you want to get into property, or you want to build on your property business, but maybe you've got no cash, or your money is tied up in an existing properties or in an existing business or whatever, well, the good news is that you don't need your money to get involved in property. You don't need your money. And it's all about raising joint venture finance. So there's two ways typically which you can go and structure your joint venture deals. Now there's more than this, but typically there's two that we use. The first is what's known as a loan agreement, where you can go to your friends, family members, you know, people that you meet when you go out networking, and they will loan money into your property business, and you can then give them a fixed rate return on that money over a certain time frame. Now, very interesting is the first joint venture partner that we ever got on board at Assets for Life was a guy called Dave. It's a mate of a mate down the pub, and Dave was retired and he had some money in the bank, and he just knew that he was losing money. And he said, look guys, I'm going to invest in you, and I'm going to give you £5,000 on a loan agreement. And it was amazing, because we assured him that we would give him a 10% fixed rate return. We drew up what was called a loan agreement with our solicitor, and Dave deposited £5,000 into one of our SPV companies, special purpose vehicles, and we used that money to go towards a refurb, one of our HMO refurbs. But you know what? That first bit of joint venture finance from Dave was all that was needed for me to have a mindset shift. Now you might be listening to this now thinking, well, it's okay for you, Liam, like, you know, you've got experience, you've got some properties, you know, you've got a good name in the business, you're known around the UK. Well, it's not always been that way. And like anything, getting that first joint venture partner over the line means everything. And that gives you the confidence, the know-how, the systems to then go and roll it out on a much larger scale. So that's one way in which you can raise money to go and acquire assets or help grow your property business through loan agreements. The other way, with high net worth and sophisticated investors, making sure that you're following the FCA rules and regulations 13/3. And at the Property Mastery Summit, one of our events, we go into this in a lot more detail. But there's a lot of people out there, and I'm sure you'd agree with me, that have got a shed load of cash. Interest rates are low. You know, a lot of people don't want to put their money into the stocks and shares because, you know, it's very risky. The average ISA in the UK, and again, I'm not a financial advisor, but from what I see and read, can show, you know, 1% per year. So a lot of high net worth and sophisticated investors are looking for a solution. And they put in all the money. We go and set up a limited company together. We'll then go and do all the work, and we'll split the profit 50-50 once they've had their money paid back to them. You might have investors that want to keep the asset. Some investors are happy to flip. So they are typically the two ways in which we structure our joint venture deals. You can do this as well. It's not rocket science. Obviously, you've got to make sure that you stick within the rules and regulations of the FCA, and you need to make sure that you do everything above board and legal and everyone's protected. But once you know this, it's like, well, how many properties do you want? How big do you want to grow your property business? And you know, we at Assets for Life, we've been able to add £7.1 million worth of property to the portfolio across a number of different special purpose vehicles that we have with investors. And you know, there's an endless supply of cash. And as a result of doing that, well, just look where I am now. Wow. And this trip, I've actually just met some investors this afternoon, which has been great. Looks like we've got some more joint venture partners on board. We're going to be showing them a tour of our HMOs in the next couple of weeks. I'm now sitting on a beach. This whole weekend has been covered by the business and ultimately the tenants, you know, the assets paying for our liabilities. And I'm here now. And I'm just soaking it all up. And you know, we at Assets for Life, we love property, we love business, we love working with people like you. So don't forget, we have got our next brand new event, the Property Mastery Summit, coming up. So get your complimentary ticket right now. You know, if you're in property and maybe things have been a bit slow for you, or you're doing it the old traditional way, or you're feeling confused, frustrated, overwhelmed, you're not clear on your vision, or you're new to property and you're thinking, God, I want to sack the boss and I want to take control and I want to build an asset-backed business and I'd love to do this using none of our own money, then the Property Mastery Summit is definitely for you. So grab your complimentary ticket. We've still got some complimentary tickets available. They are valued at £497. You can come and spend a whole day with me and the Assets for Life team. We're going to share with you what we know. We're going to go through our system with you. And we're going to get you in a position where you can really believe you can do this as well. So come and join us. I hope you found this video useful. It all started with a £5,000 loan agreement for us just a number of years ago, and now we've raised over £3 million in joint venture finance. If we can do this, I promise you, you can all do this, and you can start building an asset-backed business using none of your own money, following the systems that I'm going to share with you at the Property Mastery Summit. I'm going to go and get back to the pool party behind me. We're out for a nice meal this evening, me and my wonderful partner Holly, and enjoy the rest of the weekend, and I'll see you all very soon. Laters!